Welcome to the Pike Breakdown Lane. You break down and we point and laugh. Just like the other Pike. 100 FM. The Pike.
Yeah, we do it every Friday. We lovingly collect your messages and play them back at this time. It's the Pike Breakdown Lane. And let's see what we got this week.
I just want to say I work at Harrington Memorial Hospital. The first responders, for the EMTs, the firemen, the police are all awesome. They do a great job, and thank you, and have a great day.
Yeah, today is National First Responders Day, so I was asking if you could leave a little tribute or a shout-out to a first responder that you know or the first responders in your community. That's very nice.
It's awesome. These are the people who are running towards disaster when everyone else is running away. So thank you to all police, fire, and EMT responders. I'm sure we got more calls like that.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning, Mike. I'd like to give a shout-out to lifeguards. They're very underrated. And one in particular, Pamela Anderson. God bless her. Thank you.
Okay, no, true. Lifeguards are very underappreciated.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Pamela Anderson was an excellent lifeguard from what I've seen.
Yasmin Bleeth.
Yeah, she was also awesome, as well as the Hoff.
Carmen Electra.
Carmen Electra was
I have a type.
All those three are very I think they were great lifeguards because of their training, and they were very buoyant.
When they ran in slow motion towards the victim.
It didn't even make me want to get in the water. Right? I just stood still.
There were times I couldn't stand up from the couch.
Right. There were times
For
where
many reasons.
or roll over on my towel on the beach.
I'd like to thank all the first responders, Southbridge Fire Department and ambulance and police department. Really appreciate all their hard work and effort.
Nice. There you go.
Southbridge represented today.
Nice.
Hey, I just wanted to say happy National First Responders Day to my father. He was a police officer in the city of Worcester for 30 years and a detective. Kind of made me into the man I am today. And I'm also a first responder. I'm a firefighter EMT. Thank you, guys.
Nice. Firefighter and an EMT.
Thank you.
We appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Mike Shue, this is Trev Allen from the Struggling Artist Podcast.
Oh, yeah.
I hate to call your voicemail line. I wanted to let you and your listeners know that the episode that we recorded recently, The Return of Mike Shue, will be available Monday. This is a selfish plug for the podcast. Appreciate you, buddy. Take care.
Yeah, that's a great podcast, the Struggling Artist Podcast. And Trev Allen focuses mostly on independent and local artists. And he does a great job with it. He's very passionate, very dedicated. The podcast just got nominated for a Boston Music Award. So congratulations to the Struggling Artist Podcast.
And you were on it?
I was on it. It's the second time I was on it. Yeah, he's a great guy.
Nice.
I love talking about music with Trev. He knows a ton about music, especially, and he turns me on to tons of bands because,
very cool.
He knows a lot of like artists that, don't get played on the radio, or don't get a lot of distribution, but it's a great podcast if you want to look for some new music, new artists, stuff like that.
And I can find this wherever podcasts are found.
He's all over the Struggling Artist Podcast. Congrats on that nomination, Trev. That was awesome.
Yes, I'd like to give a shout-out to my little first responder. He's always been there when I need him, standing at attention when the time comes for a challenge, wears protection to shield me from trouble. I just want to tell him I love him, and he gives me great joy. I'm talking about my penis.
Oh, great. Real nice, buddy. National First Responders Day. That's not That's not the first response we were talking about. Well, actually, we did talk about that with the lifeguard comment.
Yeah, I think that responder got him into more trouble than it helped.
Yeah, I think so. Yes.
So Mick Mars retired from touring with Motley Crue. I guess this means he can dedicate more time to his side gig as zombie number 25 on The Walking Dead.
Yeah. Yes, Mick Mars, founding member of Motley Crue, calling it, not calling it a career. He's retiring from the road.
From touring.
He's got like the very severe form of arthritis.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've noticed like the past 20 years, when Mick Mars like actually walks up onto the stage.
He hobbles.
Literally hobbles, because of this arthritis that he suffers from. So I guess John Five, who is a guitar player, who's played with just everybody, is going to take his place on the Motley Crue tour. So they've got the guitar's in capable hands, but Mick Mars still going to record with them.
In that fifth separate locker room.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, very good. Very good. All right, there's a breakdown lane for this Friday. Thank you very much for your calls. Thank you for the tributes to the first responders, too, on National First Responder Day, and we do this every Friday around this time. You can always leave a message 24 hours a day. We'll never call you back. And, of course, we'll never sell your information because we just don't know how.
You can call the Pike Breakdown Lane 24 hours a day at 774-670-0231. We're here for you. Well, not really. Just leave a voicemail message.
When you pull into your